y'all doing, everybody? This is Bull with Fox and Bull, here to show you guys how I make a double range stove. What's really cool is you could do this with no mods at all. Completely vanilla. On top of that, you can actually replace some of the pieces that I've been using. You can replace some of the maces with some other maces, or you can replace the marble pieces with earlier game items such as stone or wood. To begin, we are going to grab our black marble floor piece, put one next to the other, and then we're going to frame the sides with wood half wall, you know what? Whatever you want to call it. I don't care. And now look at that. It's already starting to come together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Anyway, this next part is where it starts to get a little wacky. You're going to take a wood wall half piece and snap it to the front of your marble. Next, you'll hold shift and you'll notice it's no longer snapped. You can free move it. Then from there, you are going to drop it down a bit. You don't have to drop it super far. Here's an example of why you would offset the wall. You want to try to hide the handles from the top of your stove. Once your walls are set, you're going to be taking some item stands and setting them in between the lines on the front walls. This is where you'll be placing your stove knobs. Notice that they're hanging off the ledge slightly. You'll see why in the next step. Just make sure you don't put them backwards like I just did. Okay? Okay. For your next part, you're going to grab the 2-meter wood beams and you're going to set them on top of the walls. You'll notice that the front ones are nice and flush with the stone top. That gives it that nice flat feel that you see for a lot of electric stoves. That way, it kind of feels a little more realistic. Kind of gives it a little bit more depth. Now, here's the part where I'm going to get a little lazy. And honestly, I usually am with this part. You do want to know roughly what an iron buckler looks like in size on an item stand before you do it. You can use other methods to line it up, and if that's what you want to do, you go right ahead. You're an MVP, and let us know how you do it. But for now, we're just going to slide on around and estimate where we're going to put it. Put it down. You just want to kind of generally make a square on each one. And just make sure you also have enough iron shields to do this. You know, as you can see, I don't have enough in my inventory because I'm a dork. For the range hood, I use the 26-degree shingle roof. You know, just put your little wood wall pieces on the sides, and then under it, where you would often see your filters at, you use the ashwood decorative floor. Again, you don't have to use the in-game stuff. You can use other pieces. I've also used the cage floor as the bottom, and that works well too. Probably for some people it actually looks better, and that's great. You can even fill in the top if you want to give some of the pieces that you might see on range hoods. It really just depends on the look you want to go for. To finish it all together, I like to put the 1-meter wood poles on the front wall pieces, because remember, those sit lower than your side wall. And there you have it for the main stove. For a little extra flair, you can add a circling trophy sitting under your buckler, but it's not actually under the buckler. You'll put 2 item stands offset. The top one will be your iron buckler. Notice that it is sitting more in line with the other iron bucklers. You're going to set the trophy first, then set your buckler. Now the first one I kind of goofed up. You see more of the trophy itself. That's okay. You line it up how you want. This one looks a little bit nicer. The best way to know which way the trophy is going to face is by looking at that notch. And that is the top of your item stand. So bam. Hope you guys found that helpful. If y'all have any other questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments, and we'll see you guys later. Be good to each other.
Down for the swamp where the ghosts don't sleep, where the moss hangs heavy and the secrets seep. I'm gonna find his shadow, drag him through the mire, let him feel my pain, let him taste my fire.